Okay, our next guest. Oh, let me turn this. Our next guest this week drove all the way from Germany. I played on the Progressive podium with them recently. And they did a massive remix for my track, Words Matter. Give it up for ronwithleeds.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
Hey,
so great to be here.
Yeah, great. And you?
Yeah.
Everything is fine. It was a good travel here, and we're happy to be here.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Thanks for having us.
Cool. Well, we're very happy that you drove all that way.
Of course.
Two and a half hours, right?
Yeah, it was okay.
Very cool.
That's okay.
So, just to start off, how did you guys come into producing music? How did you guys meet?
That is actually a very long story, but to make it as short as possible, it was...
No, we have time. Go ahead.
We met on an internet forum. I mean, some of you guys out there may still know it if you... depends on how old you are. It was the ATB forum back in the days.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I was touring around Germany as a DJ, and I wanted to learn producing music. And with Alex, it was just the opposite. He was producing music for quite a while and was looking for someone to teach him how to DJ. And that was the way we met on that
Perfect
forum.
combination.
And yeah, and that was the basis for how everything started and
Cool.
how Ron with Leeds was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning it was different styles. He was more in house music, and I was more in chill out. I was trying out to find my style, and so then when we met, we learned we needed to find our own style. We tried several things. In the beginning, it was a little bit of hard trance, and then I guess now this one is 20 years ago, and now. I don't know, we needed 5 or 6 years to find the style which we make now.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. You release a lot of music in the past years, but you release them to several major labels. How do you decide what tracks to send to which labels?
Yeah, so now we have a couple of labels we are releasing tracks on, and so we know how the sound is and what they expect us. And when we have a new track, and we are looking for a new label, then we look through the catalog and we try out how it sounds and what it could fit like, and then we send out the demo, and hopefully it works.
And did you come into some surprising labels recently that you said, "Hey, that's cool. I didn't know that."
Actually not. No special labels. All the labels we've been releasing on so far was on purpose. As Alex said, it's always like just having a look at, for example, Beatport or something. Just check the top 10 and which releases are there, which labels are there in the top 10, which are there regularly on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And then you choose the label which is interesting, and just browse the catalog and see if it's a fit with your own music, and then you just try it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. So, can you tell us a little bit more about your own concept and the inspiration behind your radio show Levitation Sessions?
Levitated
Sessions.
Levitated Sessions. Excuse me.
It's okay. Actually, in the beginning, it was the concept was more like having all kind of subgenres within the trance music in this show, like from progressive and slower stuff to the uplifting 138 BPM and higher. And in the meantime, we got a little bit away from that uplifting 138 BPM stuff, because our own productions are progressive music, vocal trance, and it's at a slower BPM. So the Levitated Sessions have also changed due to that change that we did with our music. And nowadays it's more like a progressive trance show, but still there's that development from the beginning, which is more calm and more really deeper kind of stuff. And then it's working through the 2 hours, and we're always closing it with a straightforward stuff in the end.
Okay. Yeah. Which artists or tracks did you recently see that inspired you in your own productions?
We really like the new alias from Alex Morph, which is Morphlander. Yeah,
I am a huge fan. Yes,
Alex Morph. The normal stuff he makes is this uplifting trance, and just as Bjorn told before, it's not the music we play in the show, for example, anymore. But this new alias with these new sounds, which is a mixture of progressive trance, a little bit of melodic house, melodic techno, yeah. And these dark, deep sounds, we really love that, and this is a big influence on ourselves and on our sound, our music, and when you compare the first releases we made, the first productions, and then the latest ones, you can see that there is something developing.
Okay, cool. So
this is one,
maybe,
for example.
Maybe in the future, how would we spell your new name in that sound? Because he has Morphlander, but then all you wouldn't be able to pronounce it. So how do you approach the creative process of collaborating? You know, you did a remix for me, but that was easy. You had the track and said, well, we want to release it at the Blazing, and but we will do a remix for it. But how do you do it when you collab?
You mean collab with other artists?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes it's like. There's an artist, for example, that we want to collab with, and we just drop him a message because we like his kind of stuff and in his style, and we just ask if he's interested in collaboration with us. But sometimes it's also the just as we met Louis Tan last year on the Amsterdam Dance Event for the very first time in person, and we've had some chat for a while, and he was like, "Hey, come on, let's do a collab together because you did a great remix for me, and I know your stuff, and I love what you do. Let's do a collab." So that actually is something I'm not sure if I can say it already, if I'm allowed to say it already, but it is planned actually. So cool. Maybe you can expect it in the future. Yeah.
But can you tell me a little bit more about the creative process?
The one part, for example, at this with this Louis Tan, we had a little idea, and we just worked out this idea a little bit. Not the whole track, not a complete piece, just a little bit of melody, a little bit of elements, what we'd like to have. And since he's not here, of course, he lives in
Indonesia.
Yeah. Far,
he does the A&R for Ava Deep.
Yeah, exactly. And then we send these little snippets to him, and he listens, and then he tries to work on with his own ideas, and he adds them, and then he sends back. And I mean, this is a process. It always works. We made a couple of tracks with other artists as well, and it always worked like this.
All the ideas are being blended together, and in the end, hopefully, you have an amazing track. So, that's
okay. Cool. Yeah, sounds good. What can you tell us about upcoming projects?
Not too much, actually.
It's all secrets.
It's not. Actually, it is like that. I mean, we will have, of course, some releases on the labels. We've been releasing a lot of stuff, like Interplay, for example. But we will also drop a single on our own label, which we founded last year. It's called Sphere 16. We have had that one release, the debut release, which was called Prison. You will also hear it later on in our set. And of course, for that label, we have some new stuff to drop on, and you can expect nice stuff.
Okay, cool. And artists that are hearing a new label, Sphere 16, what can they expect music-wise, style-wise, if they want to send demos? You're not taking demos?
No, we actually
not
don't
yet,
take
not
yet.
yet.
We take any demos because it's just for our own productions these days, maybe in the future.
Yeah.
But for the moment, it's just for Ron with Leeds style.
Okay, cool. And how do you see the future of trance? Because, there's been a lot of talk about melodic techno, progressive house, melodic house. We've had, I don't know if you saw the interview with Ferry Corsten about his new album. We've had him here in the studio also. And what he said, and I guess I have to agree, I guess it's all trance. you know, you can give it a new name, but if it has a melody, it's all trance, right? How do you see the future of that?
There are many styles, there are many subgenres, and since we by ourselves, we found our own style in the last years, and we developed our style and we changed our sound a little bit. So for us, it's not so much these up-tempo, upbeat and very fast stuff, but we like the progressive stuff and also these melodic techno tracks that are coming out in the past years, and we take them a little bit, this new sound, and add them to our sound, and this is the way we want to go on. And for the future, I mean, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's what we do now is these things, and what will bring the next 5 years, yeah, we will see.
But as you said, it's all trance, and it is like you said, it's all trance still. And if you have a look at some stuff that is being played on the radios right now, the 90s are coming back a little bit. They have some kind of revival right now. Yeah. So, let's see what is expected.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it in Ferry's album also. You know, he has all these different styles. He did a lot of collabs. He spoke also on it. You know, going back and forth, like you said, with all these different artists. And yeah, and for him, you know, he's in the trance for a long time. So yeah, it took him back also to his older Goriella projects and System F,
like
and then
that. Absolutely.
But mixing it into now. So yeah, that's very cool. I think trance is here to stay. It just, of course, evolves into something new.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do you have any tips for new up and coming producers?
I think it's always about staying true to yourself. Don't care too much about what other people say. There's, especially in the music industry, it's always tough and it's always hard. And don't let that things get you down. If you you know, hear some negative stuff about your music, just keep on pushing. Do what you love. Do what you like, and reach the hand to achieve your goals.
Yeah,
it's important to do your own thing and to have your own style and not just only copy the things you already heard a couple of times before. And be true to yourself, be honest to yourself, and especially stay there.
Amen.
Good tips.